What's going on, family? What's going on, YouTube? I appreciate everyone for watching my videos, man. The name of this video is I'm gonna name this video "Paying Attention to Qualcomm Messages." I know you guys may be thinking like, "Damn, why titled it that?" Well, yesterday, I delivered a load to, where did I deliver that load to? I delivered a load to Flagstaff, Arizona. And once I delivered that load, they sent me a total of 3 other loads. I turned all 3 of those loads down, man, because I didn't have time on my clock to run them or whatever, you know. And it goes on to say, man, whenever you get dispatched or whatever, this is for I'm gonna say this is pertaining to the new drivers especially, and it can even be pertaining to the seasoned drivers that are out here, because a lot of us don't pay attention to a lot of things. But as I said, I got dispatched 3 different loads yesterday, and all of them wasn't making any sense at all. And like I said, guys, if you don't have this down pack right here, it can be your worst enemy, man. And you have to master your craft, man. You have to know what you're doing when you're out here on the road, man. Especially with this e-log stuff. Because you got a lot of guys that are out here. They probably would have, you know, I'm just saying, with the time that I had on my clock, you got a lot of guys that probably would have taken some of those loads. But you have to keep in mind the area you're going into, what time it is. You have to take all those things into consideration when you're out here looking at these trips that your dispatch will send you. Because if you're not paying close attention to those things, you can kick yourself in the ass, man. And you'll be like, then you'll be sending a message over to your dispatch, well, I'm not going to be able to make this load, or I'm not going to be able to deliver this load, or I'm not going to be able to, well, pretty much pick this load up. You know why? Because your dumb ass didn't pay attention to what they sent you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, over here at Creek Carrier Corporation, it's forced dispatch, but it's not forced dispatch. Guys, I didn't get a load until it took them 4 fucking loads, four times to send me a load to me that made sense. You know, on the first load that they sent me, I was pretty much picking up in Flagstaff, the same place that I dropped off at. I was picking up there, and it was going to Fairburn, Georgia. Okay, and it delivered Sunday. I looked at my clock, I was like, you know, I'm paying close attention to everything. I looked at all my hours, I was like, man, I can't make that delivery right there. So I sent the message in, saying no, that, you know, sent in my micro message or whatever, no, I can't accept load or whatever. It also state the reason or whatever, so I stated the reason, not enough hours to deliver load. Okay, they sent me a pre-planned cancellation. They sent me another load. It was going from, I was picking up from Tolleson, Arizona, and I was going to Auburn, Washington. And that load, I would have had to pick it up at 2100 hours last night. And it was to be delivered Monday. I couldn't accept that load because I didn't have enough hours to pick the load up. Are you guys following me? You know, then they sent me another load. They sent me another load I was picking up in Goodyear, Arizona. And I was delivering that load to I was delivering it to some parts of Oregon. And it was delivered Tuesday morning. I turned that load down because it was an extra. I could have delivered it on Monday morning. And I was like, nah, I don't want that load right there. So they finally sent me a load, guys. When they sent me a load, they sent me a load that picked up 12:30 yesterday afternoon. I had I approximately had I think I had 5.5 hours left on my clock. I was supposed to have picked up the load at 12:30, but like I said, I was I dropped off in Flagstaff. I was approximately from Flagstaff to Tolleson, Arizona. It's approximately 140 something miles. So I picked that load up. Yeah, I didn't supposed to pick up until 12:30, but I went on and drove to the shipper. So as I got there at the shipper, even though the appointment was at 12:30, I sat at that place for 3 hours, but I still had enough time on my 14-hour clock to sit that long. So I sat there, guys. It got all the way down to an hour and a half. I had about an hour and a half left on my drive line, my 11-hour clock, before I got up out of that place. But it goes on to say, man, you have to pay attention to these trips and everything, because guess what? You are the one that's operating this tractor right here. The guys that are the people that are sending you these messages, they're just behind the desk. They think they know what they're doing, but in actuality, they really don't know what they're doing, because they're not out here behind the wheel or anything like that. Something else to add to this. My company, whenever they dispatch us a load or whatever, whenever we accept the load and all that, it has a fuel solution in it as well. So I should have paid closely attention to this also yesterday. They sent me a fuel solution. Like I said, I picked up in Tolleson, Arizona. After I had shut down and everything, I didn't look at everything. I just, once I got my trip or whatever, I just put all that stuff in the navigation yesterday or whatever. Well, as I got my day started today, my fuel solution, it told me to, like I said, keep in mind, I was in Tolleson, Arizona. They wanted me to get fuel in Eloy, Arizona. So as I was driving this morning, I was like, something ain't right about this load, man. I mean, this fuel solution. Because on my pre-plan, it said the total miles were a little over 900 and some miles. That's everything. That's loaded in empty miles. So, but on my Rand McNally, it was saying that I had a total of 900 and something miles. Whenever I have, that was my loaded miles saying on the Rand McNally, but on my pre-plan, it said that I had a total of 731 loaded miles. And the Rand McNally was saying something totally different. So as I got up this morning, man, I started driving. I proceeded on up the road a little bit. I was approximately 15 minutes from where I had slept at last night. So I said, man, this can't be right. So I started playing with my phone, looking at Google Maps and everything. So I said, man, hell nah, this shit ain't right, man. So I pulled over on the shoulder or whatever, turned on my four ways, and I started looking at everything. I was like, man, hell nah, let me call dispatch and let them know, man, they need to send me another fuel solution. So They sent me another. I had called dispatch and I spoke with the guy. He was like, oh man, yeah, that's way out of the way. The place where the fuel where I was supposed to be picking up, I was supposed to be fueling up in Eloy, Arizona. That's approximately an hour, almost an hour and a half from Tolleson. It's an hour and a half southeast of Tolleson, Arizona. I was like, but I'm not going south. I don't supposed to be going southeast. I'm supposed to be going north because I'm delivering to Korean, Arizona. Korean, Utah. This video is 10 minutes long right now, but it goes on. The moral of this video, guys, you have to pay attention to what these dispatchers send you, man, in these messages. You have to make sure all your eggs are in line, man, because if my common sense didn't kick in, if I didn't have any common sense or whatever, I would have fucking go ahead, went on and drove to Eloy, fucking Arizona, man. But with me being out here, and still learning, I knew something wasn't right about that fuel solution. So guys, be mindful of those type of things. Like I said, whenever these dispatchers send you these messages and these fuel solutions and all that, pay attention to that stuff, man, because you can be wasting time off your 70-hour clock, man. So today, really, I wasted about 10 minutes on my clock or whatever, because I didn't drive so far out of the way to where I wasted a lot of time, you know what I'm saying? So as I said, man, you guys pay attention to everything that these dispatchers send you, and guys, be blessed, and I will be giving you guys another video soon.